Hello everyone, welcome back to Chaos Crossroads, where we had a near miss. Wah 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 wah. I'm sorry, I could not do that.
Audience laughter.
So you guys, just standing there, but you're too close to the spell circle. It sucks everyone in, and then it ejects you into an alternative dimension where everyone dies at the end.
No,
I
no.
knew it. I knew that's how the circle worked.
Go to space.
I know. Space.
Space.
It's not a
Anyways,
circle. It's a giant trampoline. Every
You're
time
still gonna-
near miss, dude.
sorry, go on.
Oh,
Tip?
Oh, sorry, nothing.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
so. Sorry. So, what now?
So you guys are at the end of training. Rain is still inside the circle.
Because I think she got
So-
the stick last time.
I have a really cool stick.
Mushroom stick.
Mushroom stick.
Jasper showed off that he could fend off a fireball.
Yeah, that was
This one.
really cool, but really terrifying.
You simply fire B where the fireball don't.
Okay, never mind. That was funny.
Mary, you have to open up the circle.
I need to know how quickly Rain was going before, and if did Rain forget that there's a wall there?
I did not. But for comedic humor, yes.
And he's like, you should wait. She opens the door after you bonk it.
Bonk.
Bonk your head on the door.
Why are there so many walls?
Oh wait, she needs to be on the heckin' circle. Does it say? Otherwise,
Near's made a promise, and I'm pretty sure she wouldn't go back on it. Am I correct, Near? I should probably get something real quick.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I sure hope someone didn't take 1d 985 burn
I just clicked a button somewhere. Okay.
What? Also burn too. Oh,
That would just kill you.
Burnt.
Alright, what did Marie just say? She's confirming that she wouldn't go back on her thing.
Yeah, she's confirming that Nier is not going to betray everybody.
as long as the big bad evil Del Caddy is still up and running. So it
And
is.
still at large, I guess. Because we all hate him. Apparently. So wait, if
Still got a-
Nier isn't working with Lysander, then who is she working with?
Good question. Big.
She's probably not going to answer me because she's too much. She likes keeping secrets, and I hate that.
Mm.
Why must everybody in this entire world have to be vague or have lost memories? It's kind of getting annoying. Not
So
getting
anyway.
any information.
So Marie said, well, Marie made a promise and she's not gonna betray us, am I right?
Right.
See, she's a good girl.
Stabs us, I swear. If she stabs us in the back, I will not be surprised.
Hopefully I'll stab Lysander in the back first.
God, I hope so.
I'm all for it.
Anyways, can we have
Okay.
Rain back, please?
Nier just rolls her eyes. And then suddenly, she seems a lot happier. Mostly because it's not Nier anymore.
Oh, thank God.
Do we get a magical prize for doing this? Is the magical prize bacon? Bacon is the most magic thing I know.
Oh yeah, we're getting bacon for sure.
Ah, heck yeah!
Time for
Plenty
lunch.
of it.
So, Rain, to your surprise, Nier shares your opinion about bacon.
We have one thing in common.
I think that was already told. But, well, not in public at least.
We have one thing in common anyway.
And then she's like, do you mean two? And then reminds you of Lysander.
We have two things in common.
Bacon and absolutely hating on Lysander. Got it.
Definitely. Okay. Lily went back to the to check on the kids with the other goats, and Mass is Mass. Also, this
Mass
is already
Is
still here.
Maz.
What is Maz up to?
He is being. He's trying to get.
Trying to get used to a much more less abusive lifestyle.
Yeah, he still needs time to get used to the new lifestyle he has. And the fact that he has little nephews and nieces.
Yeah, it took me almost a month to get used to people not hitting me.
Yep.
God, everything is lagging for me. No.
Here's food. No. So, what's the plan for tomorrow? More training, I guess?
Well, my son Sif wants to practice swords with me, so that is that.
I could also try to do more sword training.
Do we even have wood swords here? Because I
I'm sure
don't
they
want
do.
him to use. I don't want my son to use actual swords yet.
I'm sure they have like sticks somewhere. Sturdy branches.
Is this a responsible parent?
Like,
In this game?
Yes. Lord knows that I don't want to end up as my parents. Or the parents of Wayne.
Sure.
Or that Lysander dude.
Yep. Everybody's got weird parents except for me. She kind of just looks away for a moment. She seems a bit distant right now when you're talking about parents and stuff.
When he noticed that, but he knows that she's just pensive right now, so he lets her be. We are missing a Jasper and Vision.
Uh-oh.
Unless they skipped lunch and needed some private time. Which
I was
I think
having technical difficulties, sorry.
I think it's dinner because it's dark outside.
Yeah, dinner.
So are you doing with your tokens at the moment? I'm asking Tip what he's doing with tokens.
I'm not moving tokens right now.
Neither am I.
For reference, I updated that room for tomorrow. I wasn't expecting you to be coming back.
Oh.
Nobody home.
Never let him know your next move.
Well, anyways, June's just gonna order the usual pizza.
And you're getting
Usual is ordered.
Yep.
Bacon
and
on
you're
the
getting
pizza.
tired to eat pizza all day, all night long.
It's
Like, I
not
get to-
icky lettuce. I'm with June on this one.
Mm.
What? Lettuce? What?
Icky lettuce.
What's wrong with lettuce?
Don't you know? Like, it's all like droopy and soggy and gross. It's kind of been out for a while.
Yeah. You want it to be fresh and crisp.
Mm.
Do we look like we're not really farmers though?
No, I suppose not.
So Vision snickers a little bit. He's like, "Oh right, you keep sleeping in past breakfast, so you only get salad."
Ah.
Ugh. Leftover salad is terrible.
Yeah.
It was gross. It was so gross.
Ugh. You want it when it's crunchy. Fresh.
Is it really any better when it's crunchy?
Yes,
So,
it's
Rain-
absolutely better when it's crunchy.
It was crunchy in the wrong way.
Ugh.
Ah,
Doggy croutons.
I know. I
Ugh.
don't think it was good.
Bad lettuce then. Ugh.
Life is certainly more interesting here. Yeah, I guess. Fox Gully is. It's sort of in the middle of forest, but it's on the fringe of a desert, so it's kind of hard to grow things there. Not
Hmm.
like Solaris, where they made their own habitat.
Yep.
Have you ever gone to the city? Solar City, big proper? Well, I guess we have a little bit.
Hmm. I
Yeah, we had a
remember.
little. Go ahead.
I remember being raised in a rustic town. I always wanted to go to a city at one point, but I got a little bit overwhelmed.
You get overwhelmed really easy if you're from a small town and get to a big town.
Yeah.
I
So,
agree.
So when I saw Mars getting actual real good freaking food for the first time, I think he shed some tears.
Poor guy. I kind of feel sorry for him, even though he incinerated Jasper. Among other
was an
things.
I think that was an accident.
Eh,
He hurt
Still waiting
him
for
in
him
his drunken stupor.
Still waiting for him to actually apologize to me.
Yeah, he does need to apologize, for sure.
Did he not apologize
Like,
already? I don't remember
Like
if
a
he did.
genuine apology. He needs to do a genuine apology. and
It's
Ah.
actually
fine.
Make
I think
himself
these
do
things
it.
don't need to be rushed. It'll happen someday.
Hmm.
Right now, I'm
Uh,
just pushing things to support him. I think he. I haven't really checked up on him in a few days. I've been kind of busy with somebody else.
Makes sense.
Hmm.
No, I don't know. So you keep on trying to learn assist, I guess.
Yep. Because I want to be useful.
You already
not
are
still-
useful.
Literally, I know, but I want to be useful in other ways.
Wayne is going to keep on training magic and getting along with Nair, I guess.
As long as we can be.
Hmm.
I've been on the lookout for anyone who knows how to do this ghost stuff, but I think I haven't heard of anyone else really that's out and about advertising themselves. So I've mostly just been figuring it out by myself.
Why don't you ask Fruit now? Maybe he knows someone.
I waited
Yeah,
I waited by the office for a bit, thinking because he was substituting. Oh, hi, Pixie. Because he was substituting for Riley, but I didn't see him.
I see.
I'm sure there's a ghost type tutor around somewhere.
Or maybe I just need to figure out myself.
Like I did. Most of the stuff I know have I figured out on my own.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
Kinda.
I was suffering from almost blowing up.
You do explode a lot.
That was when I was just an Esper.
I mean, genuinely,
Just
yeah,
what?
throughout this adventure, you both have exploded numerous times. And it's always led to you growing.
Yeah, good point.
What doesn't kill
Fair
me makes me
points.
stronger. And that's explosions, I guess.
I mean,
Can't really look at
you
explosion.
exploding was entirely preventable
Hey,
because you ate a rock that you really shouldn't have.
Yeah,
hey,
where would
but
he be
look
now?
at me.
I'm never gonna let that down, Randy. Always remember.
I know you are like that. But look at me. If I didn't do that, if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be the way I am now.
I mean, he'd probably still be a Lycanroc. With a sword.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but you know, I wouldn't have met the session who trained me and taught me that move. And
Oh,
Wouldn't-
yeah.
Why do you have so many kids anyway? Was one not
yeah.
enough? You had to have a dozen of them?
I gotta make my. You know how it is sometimes. You gotta make your lady happy.
You have multiple ladies.
I know. It just. Since Fortno said that one word, I'm like, huh,
You're chick magnet.
interesting.
Well, you're not a bug type, so I assume it has something to do with your origins.
Hmm.
I was everything
don't-
but desirable back at the human world, if I remember right.
Hmm.
Which is strange. I can vaguely remember some stuff, but not all of it.
Hmm.
It's still strange to me that I mean, have you? Is there any? I guess we never really looked into it because it never really seemed important. But do you think there's a reason you haven't remembered everything?
Hmm.
Maybe
I don't
it,
know for sure. I mean, I could
Maybe
ask
it-
Jen about it.
I guess
I'm
it
not
just
sure
never.
if it's really all that important to what we're dealing with right now.
maybe it's to make sure that we are doing our jobs well without any distractions. I think.
Oh, if that's the case, then somebody's overseeing it, or something.
Hmm.
Oh,
Well, this was an interesting talk. I've already finished my pizza. I'm gonna go to bed.
yeah, do that. I have to head back soon to read a good night book towards the kids.
Yeah, you do that.
Are we still putting Rain in the circle?
I trust Nero is going to behave.
For tonight, at least. If she doesn't, she's going back in the circle.
Yay, freedom from the circle! You can finally sleep in a bed.
Are we still practicing?
Hopefully she doesn't haunt you.
Are we still practicing at Ghost Stuff?
Oh! You're right. What?
Where's the closest window to the sky? GM? Is it like out here?
This one seems to be good.
I peek out the window. I stand up. I look at the sky. I shake my fist. Return.
What? What was that, Jasper?
I'm just shaking my fist at whoever's watching us.
Wait, what?
Oh,
You do realize that Jen and Zephyr are watching us, right?
Yeah, but how do we know that they're the only ones?
Oh.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of sky people up there. How do we know that they don't all have crazy telescopes and they're just staring at us, watching us doing weird stuff?
Oh.
Alright, I never asked Jen about that.
Yeah, the way you talked about her, it sounded like there's a whole society going on there.
Yeah, it definitely does seem like it. But
Well,
anyways,
time for-
I'm going to bed. I'm
Yep.
done.
time to go to the bed. Pixie, you too. You need your sleep too.
Pix. She vanishes into Raintails.
Well,
Yeah.
siblings.
Hey, Pix, you want to go to Bacon World?
Pix?
Oh my gosh, we could bring pigs to Bacon World.
Hey,
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why not?
Because I wasn't able to join you exactly.
Well,
Last
we didn't.
time I tried.
That's because okay. So that's because I went in by myself and I didn't come out and get you because I got
You tried.
It's complicated. It seemed like
You
a long
tripped-
way to go.
You tripped in there.
Yeah, a little bit.
see you guys
But I-
tomorrow.
See ya.
Bye, Randy.
But I can controllably trip in there. Also,
Rain?
there's no telling I'll even work. You'll probably just boot me out anyways.
Rain, Jasper, you see that June is watching Randy as he leaves. Before she heads back upstairs.
Wait, still get up here. So is something the matter, Jen?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it.
Mm. Oh my gosh, are you lonely? Dude, no.
What? What are you talking
staring
about?
at Randy, and Randy doesn't sleep with us anymore.
It's not like that. God.
Man, if she wanted a
I'm
family,
going to
she could probably
bed.
done it by now.
You get to the
Nope,
room and
not
Marie is
talking
messing
about
with the
this.
circle.
Oh, hey Marie.
Hello.
I'm going to bed.
Well, good night.
It's like, she definitely doesn't want to talk about it to either of you.
Hey, Maria.
Bye, Brie.
Rain,
Whoa.
the circle has changed.
What'd
Well,
you do?
other than, Marie making changes to the circle, there's a giant pillow in the center.
Oh my gosh. Comfort.
Okay, so this should allow Nier to be present and not cause any troubles. We'll see how she does overnight.
I have a
And
pillow.
yes, pillow. I would have moved to bed, but the beds are kind of heavy.
I'll take pillow.
Oh my gosh, it's like the circle outside almost, but then it's small.
What?
You shrink.
Jess, you're so tiny. Jess, you're disappearing into the floor. Oh no.
I'm just the right size for the circle.
Poof! He vanishes.
You turn into a Joltik. As tiny as a bug.
I don't even know where I went.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh my gosh.
What happened?
You became very tiny.
You shrank to atomic size, and then you sprang back up.
Oh, yeah, okay, that would explain why I lost memory.
Oh no.
I kind of stopped shrinking. I stopped figuring out how to stop shrinking for a second, and then I was one brain cell.
Oh, no.
Maybe don't do that.
I'm fine.
You
Yeah, I could
lose
be.
brains. Losing brain cells is not something you can get back.
It's fine. Look, I can get flat.
Flat. Oh, now he's a pancake.
Oh.
Some weird visual effects, man. Anyways, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Good night, dude.
You have a hat, Rain.
What? Oh, hello, Pixie.
Pix!
Are you gonna stay in the circle tonight?
She hugs your head as much as someone her size could.
Aw, heck yeah, sleepover.
Balloon inflating noises.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
Marie.
Jess, not a pancake anymore.
Yeah. Marie,
Mm-hmm.
do you know how to do ghost stuff?
I unfortunately do not.
Do you know anyone who does?
Well,
I mean, that
do.
isn't part of the cult.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say I can't think of anyone who's not part of the cult.
Darn. So we need to rescue somebody from the cult that does ghost stuff. I got it.
Don't think you necessarily need to get someone from the cult.
There's tons of people in the city, Jasper. One of them has to be a ghost type.
I mean, there's like a whole spooky district, so maybe. I was about to say that the city has like districts. Anyways.
Yes, it's that big for reference.
Got like there's like a water area and yeah. Anyways.
Marie says, anyway, I'm going to sleep in here in case you need me.
Yeah, it's fair.
Hopefully we won't, but heck yeah.
Okay. So Ray, do you want me to do ghost stuff?
Heck yeah, let's try it.
Okay. Vision, how do you feel about ghost stuff?
I'm not sure if it'll work with me.
I mean,
Well,
you could use illusions with I was with you.
Well, you can fit inside her because you're a ghost, but I don't think I can get in there.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think I could bring people with me. But I was thinking like a. You ever heard of nesting eggs?
Think
Put one
so?
egg in the other, and then put the other egg in the other. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we do the thing we've been practicing, and then we together do the shadow thing with Rain.
Which I think for she's like, but I have a body and I'm not a ghost.
Hmm.
I mean, you could do all the weird stuff because you're a ghost, but I'm not.
We can try it. Or not. It's fine.
I'd rather not risk losing you, or you losing me.
That's fair. I won't. Well, let's then try the more normal-ish question mark way with holding hands. And if that doesn't work, then I guess I'll go to Bacon World myself.
Okay.
Pix.
Pixie's already asleep.
Oh, I guess she went to her own Bacon World.
And while you guys are going back into Bacon World, June is going to contact Jen.
Oh, it's this candle doing it. Jumps off this can. Shadow ball the candle. Darkness. Now I got shadows.
Apparently, I forgot to turn off the sun. I'm sorry.
I can't do this in bright light. If you shone a flashlight, Jasper wouldn't know what a flashlight is. But if you shone one at him, he wouldn't be able to do this. I mean, I guess he had his own channel, but you know what I mean. So holding Vision's hand, he's going to try to shadow sneak. I don't know if he can pull her into the spooky world, or if that's even a good idea.
Okay.
It went so well with June last time. His original idea was just to try possessing her and then using Shadow Sneak as her, but that is off the table.
So, you do your Shadow Sneak, and you're not really targeting the other dimension, I think. You're just targeting Rain, right?
Her shadow. But yes.
So your destination is, quote, Rain, unquote, and not the other dimension. Is this correct?
I didn't know I could target dimensions.
Or I meant, like, where Shadow Sneak would usually go, if that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Don't worry about
The
it.
ethereal plane. The shadow realm.
I mean, that's not the same thing. Well, I guess they're not. I guess he was trying to go ethereal.
I'm thinking going into Rain's shadow or whatever is for the purpose you're intending is not the ethereal plane.
Ah.
Does that make sense?
Let's go with it.
So you go to Shadow Sneak and Vision just collides with the floor like it's a floor, and you just fall through.
Yeah, it didn't work for you too, I take it. June wakes back up after hearing the thump.
Her blue eyes peek out.
Well, enjoy, dearie.
Wait. Let me try something else. One more thing, and I'll give up. I promise.
Out of curiosity, is Rain asleep at the moment?
Yes.
Wow, I don't like
Oops.
a light bulb.
That's the wrong button.
The wonders of pillows.
The wonders of pillows.
It must be the purring Vulpix on your head. It's infectious.
Having
Okay.
a cold pillow on your head.
Maybe I'm doing this wrong. If I remember what I did last time, I think I tried to reach out towards her life force, but it wasn't here, it was there. If that makes any sense.
Vision says, I'm not sure.
Touch Fluffy Tail.
She now has possession of Fluffy Tail.
Yes. Oh, I meant I was trying to touch Rain's Fluffy Tail, but I'm trying to envision touching its life force.
You touch the tail, and it's fluffy.
I see.
But nothing else happens.
How did I do this last time? I think I was desperate. I wasn't really thinking what I was doing.
I
Maybe that's the
think
problem. I'm trying to overthink it.
I think you did the shadow sneak thing last time, and June just didn't come with you.
Okay. I'm thinking too hard.
Yeah. I mean, I could have come with you, but Shadow Realm's scary for me. Too spooky for me.
Jasper struggles with this for a while, but eventually tries to replicate what he did last time instead.
You managed to replicate what you did last time. Poof. I gotta leave your token. Actually, wait, you have a camera. Never mind. Rain, you already know. And you entered Bacon Park.
Bacon.
And a cloud falls on your head. That's actually not a cloud. Never mind.
What?
You have obtained a Jasper.
Oh, Jasper's back.
What? Oh, hi. What? Everything is floating. My wispy head. Look at my wispy head. Look at it go.
Very wisp.
I tried a bunch of things, but I couldn't figure out how to get vision here. Sorry.
Aww.
Also,
That's
when I said
okay.
cloud, I mean Jasper looks like a cloud anyway, so... Jasper is
Imagine
Jasper.
Nier. Is Nier also there, or did she decide that she doesn't want to be in Bacon World?
Nier is present-ish, and Jasper is definitely getting glares.
I was about to suggest we could go to the grumpiest place we can think of, but no, I think that rodeo clown over there with the cotton candy is near. Is that bacon flavored cotton candy?
None of your business. She takes another bite of the cotton candy.
He holds his paws out. He's not going to question it.
Anyways, June is going to bed. She is going to be contacting Jen.
Ooh boy. Let's see, this one. So June, you pop into the area. Well,
It's busy. It's busy in here.
they were here before. Anyway, you pop into the area, and you hear, a conversation between Jeffrey and Jen. Like, their concerns regarding a reset button.
Huh? What's this about a reset button? What?
They both give a start and they look at you. It's like, how long have you been there?
I just showed up.
I'll take care of this, Jeffrey says. Well, you see... You remember the button that was mentioned last time you were here?
Not really?
It's called the reset button for a reason. And we don't want Arceus pressing it. It wouldn't end well for you.
Wait, does the reset button reset the world or something?
At the very least, yes.
What does that mean, at the very least?
There's more than one world.
Oh. Does it reset all worlds?
More or less.
What do you mean, more or less? I want a straight answer, dang it.
It's more like restarting everything, if that makes sense.
Uh,
Some legendaries, various us legendaries usually aren't affected. You mere mortals, though, you are lucky that Sylveon's very good with words.
Jeez. Okay. So, I'm guessing Joseph managed to, convince Arceus not to press this reset button.
This is correct. Arceus' initial idea was to push the reset button to solve the problem.
Yeah, that wouldn't be ideal. It would mean erasing all of us from existence.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
by us, I mean all myself and all of my friends and everyone back on the Pokemon world.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's, not great, but we're trying to fix it. We are trying.
Yep.
I can kind of see why the reset button would be used, but we're starting to piece things together now.
Which is good. Did you learn anything since you last came in?
I only have hunches at the moment. Just a hunch that there is definitely someone on your side of things that's influencing our side of things. And it might be Mew.
Jeffrey's
Because-
this unfortunately makes sense.
Because Mew has been missing this whole time.
And then Jen's like, have you gotten any leads on her yet?
Not really, no. All we've been getting is just vague answers from a certain Oni.
Also, I'm good with that reminder with Jasper. Because that's something you would have
Reminder of
remembered.
Can you remind me? Because my memory is terrible.
But Jasper's putting stuff in the text chat, that's it.
But yeah, there's definitely outside influences messing up the world. And, might be a psychic type. Which makes me believe that it's definitely Mew.
Okay,
Mew
we'll
is
look into it.
Mew is definitely being influenced or is solely responsible. One of the two.
Okay, we will continue to take a look at that. What happened to Jasper?
Well, when we got out of the Voidlands, his original body got incinerated. So he turned into a ghost type, I think.
Oh, you turned into one of those ghost types? Jen said.
What do you mean those ghost types? What are you talking about?
There's another form of Zora that is a ghost.
Oh. Is it just pure ghost, or...
It's ghost normal.
Oh. That's weird.
Yep, just a normal ghost. Really, really weird.
That is weird. Also, Jasper, it was hinted at all the way back during the circus arc with the Hall of Mirrors, where the fake June was using a Mew sword, a pink Mew sword, which gave me the hunts.
I mean, wouldn't that give June the hunch too?
Yeah.
Be worth bringing up to her.
In any case, the reasoning for my hunch that it could be Mew, besides getting smited by a psychic type move, was we had a very strange encounter in the Voidlands where there was this weird circus, this trans-dimensional circus that was stealing people away.
The two
And,
are thinking, and they're like, "I haven't heard of that."
Yeah, I didn't either. But that's where we got the train. It's where we got the space hopping train. But there was one weird encounter where we were fighting mirror versions of ourselves in a hall of mirrors in some twisted funhouse. And the fake me was using a sword similar to Jen's sword, except it was a Mew-styled sword.
That is concerning.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's connected, but it got me a little concerned that it might be a sign.
Are you able to possibly show me what it looked like?
I can try to imagine it in my head, and do you got any paper? Wait, there's paper in my world that I can draw with. Hold on.
Just like draw it on a piece of paper and hold it up to the window. Slap it against the glass.
So do you return to meat space for that then?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
You wake up and Jasper is gone.
Yeah, that figures. She stretches, hops off the bed, goes over to a drawer to get a notepad and a pencil, and tries to draw out the Mew sword.
How good of a drawer is June?
When it comes to, like, biology and stuff, she likes to doodle stuff, but with still art and weapons, she's pretty detailed with it.
Okay.
It's like she can remember symbols and other things pretty well, just not people. People are more cartoony caricatures. Just stick people.
Okay, do you want to roll to see how well you draw? Or remember and draw?
Hmm.
I'm not sure
I
what you would be.
suppose. I guess perform plus insight?
Sure.
It's decent. It's pretty good. Pretty detailed. From
That
what she
is the
remembers.
best Mew you've ever drawn.
Mew sword.
In fact, you're pretty sure that looked exactly like the sword.
Hmm.
You even picked out like finer details like glyphs and stuff. There's like in the symbol.
Like,
If there were glyphs on it.
here, I'll do it this way. So you couldn't quite remember it, but you know, you're a Meowstick. You have psychic abilities, and you have your organs that do all the psychic stuff and such, and while you were drawing, you just finished drawing, you're like, oh, hey, that's actually exactly what it looked like.
Being a psychic has its pros, I suppose.
She,
And then
like,
she holds it up to the window.
You get a feeling of concern.
Agree.
Of
Hmm.
grave concern.
Alright, she puts the notebook down and goes back to sleep.
Does she return to the place?
She returns to the mindscape.
That is the wrong one. I meant to go here.
That's the training grounds. Whoops.
That gives me an idea.
So, you arrive. Jen's face is pale. That's exactly what she looks like.
What? Really?
Really?
That's not good, is it?
It is not.
Hmm. But why was that vision? Why was that sword there, of all places?
Don't know.
Hmm. I mean, it vanished along with the mirror copy. So, I figured it was just a bad omen, but...
Was there any
Still-
other information that you or someone else got on the way back?
Well, we kind of figured out where the cult's headquarters are. Kind of. We didn't exactly have time to map it.
Oh, were you able to get to the base?
We found ourselves inside of the base.
Quick out of character correction. You were not in the base, you were in a base.
Oh,
The one that was in the base was Lucas.
oh, it was rain. Oh, it was okay.
And out of character correction.
Hmm. Yeah,
So you've kind of figured out where the base was then?
kind of.
Did anyone actually see inside the base?
Lucas did.
He did?
Yeah.
What did he learn?
I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry. Poor
Jim.
memory.
Jim, what did Lucas share with June that he learned? Because we have really bad memories.
So
I don't think he shared anything
Lucas
at the time.
Lucas did share the poster of his parents, and then Lucas was too bummed, and then Shade gave you the other stuff that Lucas learned.
Which was what exactly?
Which he overheard a conversation. Let me go grab it for you. Oops.
Sorry, we have poor memories here. It's been a while.
Okay, so we would want to go to Chancellor's Chapter 8.
Sure is nice these guys all get to survive a reset button.
Yeah, it's a little unfair.
What do we gotta do
What if
to?
there was corruption inside of their own society?
What we gotta do
How
to get a
would
ticket
they
to?
reset that?
We gotta do to get a ticket to Moonland.
A reset would not fix anything then.
Does she bring this up? Yeah, right, in person or something?
Not quite. Not yet.
Okay, I know I had it in a note somewhere. I guess I'll have to go check out Lucas' plans real quick.
Sorry to derail this due to poor memory issues.
It's fine. Oh, that's further back than I thought it was. Okay, here we are.
You find it?
I dropped it in text.
Oh, it was that. Okay.
Character, you initially thought that was Lucas's mother, but there was a clarification that it wasn't, and then you guys never thought about it again.
Oh, okay. Well, she does relay this information.
Her face just, gives some more concern. She's like, you don't know what she sounded like, did you?
No.
I'm guessing worst case scenario that was her.
Only Lucas would know that, I think. But he's been pretty bummed out for a while now.
She thinks for a while, she says, we will work on that.
In the meantime, back to that whole reset thing. If Mew is somehow involved, that means there's corruption going on your side. And a reset would not fix anything.
She thinks for a while, she's like, oh, is that one of the reasons he suggested not to do the reset?
Yeah.
That might be a problem.
Considering you guys are unaffected by it.
We will take a look at that. Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah, a reset would probably just end up making things worse.
Okay, we will take a look at that.
So yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay, we'll talk later then.
Alright. See you later.
Mm-hmm.
And goes back. And sleeps.
You return to your sleepy. Rain, you continue enjoying Bacon Land with your brother.
Yay!
Actually, at some point, I suggest, hey, what if we could practice magic in here?
What? Magic?
Like, what if we imagined we were like in a fort, and at being like the invading cloud armies, and you were firing magic at them? You could practice it.
Near speaks and she's like, that won't work. Because it's not exactly magic.
It's practicing, man. The steps for it.
She thinks and she's like, well...
It's not like they're actually trying to cast magic.
I guess we could probably try.
Hooray!
What
Is
spell
that-
do
is
you
it-
want to
is-
try?
Is that General near readying the troops?
She thinks for a while, she's like, well, I can't technically be your opponent because I am her magic.
Oh, no. I will be the opponent. I got the special
yes. We have to defend ourselves from our brother.
So, Nier, I know, I recognize that you're an extremely powerful and gorgeous magician.
Why, thank you.
Are there any cool spells that you'd love to be able to cast on a normal basis that Rain hasn't learned yet?
She thinks for a moment. She ponders. And I'm guessing you have like your base set up. And then she has a smile. And then we cut to the outside.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Doo!
And there
Not
he goes.
again.
What? June
There's a
awaits with
flashlight.
start.
There's just the Doppler effect like that.
And then Maria wakes up. She's like, "What is this?" And she has to start cleaning up a magical mess.
What happened?
Kind of like if someone cast Fireball in their sleep, but then they didn't cast it in their sleep. They cast it in meat space. Oh yes, I'm going to add a fun ding for fun.
Oh no. Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Jasper's blasting off again.
Jasper ends up having to explain to the nurses why he's in the nursing wing all of a sudden.
Hey,
We were
nurse.
treating a patient and he just smashed right into a wall.
Oh no.
Actually, like you are launched out, and you pass through at least 3 walls before hitting a wall.
Oh man, that's a new record.
No.
To be more specific, it's not like your meat space goes through walls. It's you ghost phase through 3 walls,
Oh.
and then you hit a wall.
Yeah, so there's like a building to the left of the guild that's like the hospital and stuff like that, and that's probably where he ended up. He's like in a pile of stuff. Just a bliss. He's like, what did you do? Where did you even come from? Are you okay? He's like, yes, that's how it works. I knew it. And he gets up and he runs at the wall and smashes his face into it.
Oh.
You successfully
No.
ram. Actually, wait. You know what? Even better.
Ah. Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Let's see. We will collect this Jasper. We're going to unmark these people.
Bye.
Oh boy.
Been trying to figure out how to phase through objects for a while now. He did by accident.
I cannot see what Jasper is doing.
I'll acquire a camera shortly.
Is this a surgery bay? Okay, I didn't land in the surgery bay.
That would have been awful.
Then
Unfortunate.
I acquire a camera.
Ah.
So you just smacked yourself against this wall right here.
Mhm.
You okay?
Snotty-no.
I'm okay. Wait,
For reference, we did a short rewind to when you initially hit the wall.
did I do it?
Did you do what?
I did. I passed through walls.
Are you okay?
I've never been better. Where am I? I'm sorry. He runs over here. He's like, I can pass through walls. Jog, splat.
Confirmed. Splat. Are you okay?
Oh.
Hello?
Maybe I need to stay here.
Oh.
Oh.
Where were you before?
In the guild?
In the guild building?
Yeah.
Interesting. We're actually not that far away. You can just walk there.
Okay. Will I live, Doc?
Like they take your questions seriously, and you get a checkup.
Oh.
Hooray. Honestly, he probably needed one.
Okay, so I got good news and bad news.
Is it serious?
You're dead. There's no heartbeat. I'm so sorry.
Falls on his back. No, I've
You're a
gone too
ghost.
soon.
The good news is you're a ghost, so it doesn't matter.
Doctor, I'm withering away.
Black.
So yeah, they do the classic ghost checkup where they're like, oh, we didn't get a heartbeat, so you're good to go.
Thanks, Doc. Hoots away around in the shadows.
And there he goes. Anyways, back upstairs.
There he
June just
goes.
looks out the window and is like, there he goes again. How many times is Nier going to do that? I wonder.
It's too bright in here. I can't shadow sneak. Yeah.
I imagine later on, they all get up. It's morning now, at the very least.
Okay, Jasper, do you want to arrive
Mhm.
before or after the sun rises?
Whatever. It honestly, he would have goofed around. He wouldn't have been in a rush to get back.
So he's not rushing on getting back? Okay.
He, after waiting or getting a bit more rest before dawn actually breaks.
We'll visit
June's
the
getting
upstairs
breakfast.
real quick.
Oh, hey, Randy.
Yeah.
I was just going for my mid-launch morning stroll.
It happened again, didn't it?
Yeah, although this time it was kind of on purpose. Not really. Not on purpose on my end, but on purpose in general.
Sarene, you wake up. There's apparently like some sort of mess, like someone cast a spell in their sleep. Luckily, it wasn't that bad because you're on a spell circle. And Maria's doing some cleanup. She's like, what did you do?
I don't know.
Jasper was in there. Again.
Oh, is Jasper still with you?
She points over to the window.
Was June awake when that happened?
It's like she heard something zoom out the window and woke up. And based on previous experience, she kind of knew who it was.
I imagine June's like battle hardened to wake up in the middle of the morning at night, so she heard the Doppler and she was immediately sitting up with her hair frazzled, looked around, looked at Twitter's window, like, he did it again.
That's god dang it, you did it again.
It probably would actually.
And he's not back yet? I hope he's okay.
By my estimation, he might have just gone straight into the infirmary.
Fishin just dashes away.
Okay.
She wants to find
Yeah.
her guy.
Okay.
Pixie
I'm sure he'll
vanishes
be
into Rain's tails.
Oh, a pixie
I'm
with
sure
tails.
Jasper's fine. He's already dead. Anyways.
I guess so.
Can
So that-
somebody double die?
I don't know.
Terrifying.
I've never seen a ghost dissipate before.
Well, from what I could tell, she behaved? What happened last night?
Oh, so we woke up in Baconland, and
Dreamworld.
yeah,
Shenanigans.
it was Baconland, and
Dreamworld
Nier
Shenanigans, got it.
Nier was there, and Jas suggested we try learning spells, and then Jas kind of just got shot off, I guess.
So, for reference, Ray, from your perspective, it's like the spell was too powerful. It went boom. Jasper was sent flying. Ding!
In Team Rocket style.
The Cloud Army was defeated.
We did defeat the Cloud Army.
Was it like a mushroom cloud, but instead of a mushroom cloud, it was a bacon cloud?
The cloud was indeed made of bacon.
It
Is
was
Raymond
delicious.
Anyway, speaking of bacon, we should probably get breakfast.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
breakfast.
Wait for Jasper and Randy and Vision to show back up. And then I can tell you guys what I learned from Jen.
Okay, so you were over here. Sorry.
Oh.
I was moving you to the stairs.
Ah, you silly, you silly fox.
Fancy being here.
Go on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jasper, you were tackle hugged.
He wasn't expecting it, so he wasn't incorporeal. And he is indeed tackle hugged.
Oh, does she just pass through then?
No, if he was expecting it and trying to do it, he probably could have made it her pass through, but she took him off guard. So I was just saying he couldn't. Oh, she got him.
Squeeze.
Good morning to you too.
He's fine.
I thought about rushing over, but I stayed and got a checkup. There's a nice nurse there. Turns out, I'm deceased.
You're just
That is
so
unfortunate.
tight,
She gives you a tight hug.
Hug you too.
Ah.
What you up to, Randy? In the morning?
Well, I kind of met him halfway, pretty much. Jasper, how attentive are you?
Less attentive than I'd like to be.
Perception?
Roll some perception. What could possibly go
That would
wrong?
be alert plus insight, I think. That's what we use for perception checks.
I'd say it passed. You can clearly see that Randy didn't have a night's sleep after behind him.
I mean, I would expect him not to, given the context. He just finally got back and finally got spare time. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a sleepful night. But Randy, is something bothering you, or is that just a result of family business?
Hmm?
You're
Oh.
real sleepy. You got that insomnia look. You look like you read a book.
I did read a good night book for the kids. But Zeph didn't want to sleep, so I had to deal with that. So it took a while until I got him to sleep. With a promise, of course, to train, do a little bit of sword play with him. But yeah, family business.
You should get him a sword-shaped pillow. Sword-shaped body pillow.
That's actually an idea that I didn't came up with. But
Yeah.
maybe it works.
I'm channeling my own inner neglected child. I'd love nothing more than a nice, stable place to sleep, parents that actually pay attention to me, acknowledge my accomplishments, and a cool pillow.
Well, you're here now, Jasper. You're doing well.
The food is already on the table.
Yes, that's
Morning.
exactly what I'm saying.
I'm too old to be a neglected child now. Besides, I got vision.
That is
Let me-
exactly what I am saying, Rain. Anyways,
Have it.
hey guys.
Vision spoils me too much.
Morning.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, as I was saying, I learned some things last night from Jen and Jeffrey. Firstly, Jasper, you're a variant. It
Like,
means you're a different form of Zora. You are still a Zora, but you have different types.
I just figured I was dead.
like the difference
you're,
between white.
You are, in fact, a ghost and normal type now.
So the like the difference between Wayne and Lily, then the
Yeah.
S variant
Yeah.
and Turret. Huh.
But I didn't touch any stones.
No, this has nothing
Fix.
to do with touching stones. It's just variants are Pokemon that have lived through different experiences and have thus gained a different type as a result.
I mean,
It's like
Lily's
it's like a completely different form of evolution, except not really.
Lily and my kids are fire type Vulpixes, despite that she's nice type. So it's also environment.
Yeah, it's all based on environmental changes and stuff. Like, if a fire Vulpix lives long enough on a snowy mountain, they become an ice type.
Huh.
They eventually have offspring that are ice type instead. To
Oh.
better combat the cold.
Okay, gotcha. No.
Hmm.
I don't. I've never seen that before, but I think our mother went to the Frosty Island once to have Lillian pigs.
That's probably where she got them.
Mm.
Never really asked too much how that worked, but kind of makes sense. But I was already a Zora though.
Hmm.
What did I do to magically? Is this just dying and not wanting to die?
Hmm.
It seems
what
like a
I-
really easy thing for other people to do.
Not for most, no. You're just special, Jasper. Apparently, from what I've read, and from what I've been told, your Ghost and normal Zora are created through, intense emotions of malice and hatred upon death.
I mean, I'm used to wanting to murder people, but I usually suppress that.
Yeah. And the reason why I didn't know about this was because we never had any of your species where I'm from. They were all long gone.
Huh.
It's like they eventually went almost extinct.
The only thing I can think of is that I had this. Yeah, I don't know how to better explain it. Like a pledge to myself that I'd get revenge on people who wronged me. But I feel like if I actually accomplish that, I'll just wither away to poof.
Oh,
So I haven't
Well,
really
you're
been.
also a normal type too.
What does that even mean? Am I furt?
Yeah, like ferret.
Cool. I always like ferrets.
Meaning you still technically have a body. So I doubt you'll be going anywhere once you've achieved vengeance.
So you're saying I should actually stop suppressing myself and go out there and get revenge?
Maybe don't do that right away.
I've always been wanting to taste this life force stuff.
I'm not sure about that one, Chief.
I'm glad that my kids aren't around to hear that.
I mean, Rain, imagine you were surrounded with bacon, but you could smell the bacon, and you could see the bacon, but you weren't allowed to touch the bacon.
Well, that would suck.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
And you see us as bacon
Yes,
in this analogy.
that's another reason I'm not doing it. You're my friends. I don't want to do anything to you.
Understandable.
So
Although
Randy,
I feel like being around you is just kind of passively baconating me, if that makes any sense. Like I'm like
We've just been eating bacon.
I'm surviving off of the waft of bacon, except energy. You know what I mean?
so Randy,
I'm kind
speaking of children, you hear a familiar ruckus approaching.
Oh. No.
But one familiar ruckus, because someone gave that child a very loud toy.
The
Oh.
Rocket Band, no.
You can hear him a kilometer away.
what have you done? That's exactly the one that I couldn't. Hello, dear. Hello, Sif, my boy.
You're gonna be so annoying now, no.
I'll put you on top. Sorry, dear. Apparently he's too excited.
Yeah, I figured that out. He had a lot. He didn't want to sleep at all, so I had to promise him that.
So he's like running in circles around. You're going sword, 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 sword.
Not
No
my
wonder
big
you have
shot.
eggs under your eyes.
Yeah, I can thank a certain someone about that Rocket Band.
What? I'm innocent.
It's difficult to hear people because it's such a racket.
I don't know what you're talking about, Randy.
You guys go on ahead. We'll be here.
This is such slander.
Glass could paralyze. Jasper would have been paralyzed right about now. Okay. Calm down, Seth. Come on top of me. Let's go to the training this area. And oh yeah, I have to ask if they have wooden. Because I don't want to train you with a real sword yet.
Aww.
Real
Dear?
swords are sharp and dangerous. Start with wood first, so you don't hurt yourself.
Randy, you
Those
come
are
to
the rules.
the realization that he's trying to steal your sword again.
Don't take that.
Do you know the sword
This one
is
is
like probably
bonded
10
to
to 20
me.
times bigger than him?
This sword is bonded to me. You can't use it.
Oh, she's not trying to get your sword. He's not trying to get your sword. He's trying to get Randy's sword,
Oh,
which
He's
is on his
doing
back.
it again. It's
It's
too heavy
too
for
big.
Sif.
that one's too big, Sif.
Once you're big enough and strong enough to lift it, will I let you train with it, okay?
Okay.
Good. Now be a good boy and stay with us. I'm going to train you very soon. A little bit of swordplay. Dear, can you, Sandy dear? Can you ask if they have wooden swords? I kinda wanna speak a little bit with the others before I go with the...
Sure.
Zif.
Thank you.
Zif. So, there was a book. Hey, Zif.
Oh?
Zif. So, the reason I gave you the racket band was there was a secret mission with that racket band. Right now, you understand the essence of noise, right?
Yes.
You understand racket. This is how you bring attention to yourself on the battlefield.
Oh.
But me showed me a book once where people train the opposite in silence. And what this does is it strengthens your inner core. And finding a balance between the two is how you become the ultimate warrior.
Jasper, what are you doing?
So if I'm
battle.
so if I'm loud enough, people won't attack the others. They'll just attack me.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want to become stronger, you also have to know the essence of quiet. You need to understand the absence of noise.
What?
Yeah. The extremes make the warrior.
What are you telling this kid, Jasper? What are you trying to sell this kid?
I don't know. But I only know that I don't want him to overdo it so far until he's ready.
That's true. Overdoing it is how you get sick. You also gotta spend time with your family.
And your siblings.
So
and your
if I
mother.
practice too much, I get sick?
Yeah.
You gotta pace yourself. It's like
You got.
Dad,
eating
has
a
this happened to
buffet
you?
of food.
Oh my goodness, it has happened to him a lot. I've seen it personally.
It's
Huh?
like eating a ton of food and getting full and you can't eat anymore.
Ah.
gotta-
No, that's not what happened to me, but it happened to Jasper. Uncle Jasper.
I mean, I guess it did happen to me too. But I meant, what about that time he exploded?
Dad
When
exploded?
when you actually, before Jasper could say exploded, did Wendy stop him saying that? You heard nothing, Sif.
Is that what nothing sounds
Okay.
like?
Sounds like muffling. I wouldn't worry about it though.
Jasper, don't tell that to my kids. Otherwise he might try it too. Is he whispering it to him?
Well, there have been many trials on the road on the quest to solving things. We've all struggled. We've all grown. Without that struggle, we wouldn't have grown.
So what did Daddy do then?
I mean, he just picked up a sword and bashed the door in half.
We were talking about the sick stuff and
Oh, there's just not a lot of times we trained so hard that we just had to take a break. And we had a good time. And every time afterwards, we got stronger.
Basically, what Uncle Jasper is trying to tell you is you don't have to train all the day. You also have to live your life and be a child. You're still young, my boy. You want to have some fun in your life too, don't you?
yeah, it's called playing with swords.
It's not
This
only
is-
playing with. It's not only playing with swords, my boy.
You're talking
also-
civilization here. They're
I
all
know.
about swords.
I know. It's just you also have brothers and sisters that you can play with. Not with a sword, but other ways of playing.
So like the moment you like he looked like he was gonna say something, then he said not with the sword. He's like, "Aww."
Tiff, boy, my boy.
Yeah, Dad?
Not everyone wants to train with a sword. Look at Jasper.
I
Uncle
used a
Jasper.
stick.
He hops down to take
Oh,
a look
yeah,
at
yeah.
Jasper. Where does he keep his sword?
Hmm.
Not all
He
of
don't-
us use swords.
What?
He doesn't have one.
I know, it's crazy. Some of us use magic. Like Rain over there.
Like, he runs over to
Yeah.
Rain, he's like, is it true you don't have a sword?
I do not have a sword. I don't think I should have a sword.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
You have a stick.
I do have a stick.
What do you do instead?
I do magic-y things.
Can you show me?
She like looks around at the very flammable guild. Maybe
Not
not
here.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. She has a habit of spontaneously combusting everything.
I mean, were you going somewhere, Randy? I mean, we could go with you.
Well, I promised Sif to do a little bit of sword play with him, so I have to keep my promise.
So Sif, being a child of a legendary, he like hops from Rain's head to Randy's head.
Oh,
That's just normal Pokemon
Naturally gifted.
Doesn't even touch the table.
Yeah.
Alright, you can go on ahead then.
I'll see you there then.
Alright.
Sunny?
Right. I went to go check out the other page. So you told her to go see if there were swords? Or wood swords? Doesn't he already have a wood sword, though?
He has a dagger.
Oh, he has a dagger.
Uh,
Yeah, I wish he would go
When he
check
has
for
the-
swords.
yeah, when he has a active sword and Sif has the dagger. Listen, Sif. Since you always want to train, will I show you how your dad trains?
Oh, okay.
And you do follow my instructions, okay?
Okay.
And if you do well, then I might grant you a wish.
Ooh, I get wishes?
If you do well and listen to what I tell you, yes.
Yay! Can I have a life-size supply of candy?
Too much candy is not good for you, you know?
But candy is so
Well-
good.
It has sugar. And sugar is not good for your body. You'll get round like a blissy. And then you can use your sword so well anymore.
Oh, okay. And I'm assuming you just continue conversations and such while you head out.
Yep. Being a responsible parent has its up and downs.
I'm just looking at Vision at the moment. So, June, you hear Jasper ask you that question, and you turn around and there's Vision. And it was the glasses that was asking you the question.
I'm not even going to question that. But yeah, it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
I guess. Just like pics. You gotta deal with it.
Where'd you learn that? But anyways, there were some other things that I learned. Mew from up top might also be involved in this whole cult fiasco. Because when I showed Jen and Jeffrey with the picture of that Mew sword that mirror version of me had back in that Twisted Funhouse, do you remember?
Yeah.
I drew a picture of it, showed it to Jen and Jeffrey, and they said that is exactly what their Mew looks like.
Digital that was on it? Or the general presence of it?
The sword, yeah.
Oh, the sword. I don't imagine they meant she looked like a sword.
No. It's more like the iconography is eerily similar to them. Like Jen's sword that I have here. Similar iconography, except it's more Mew-shaped. Mew-based.
If I remember
Themed.
correctly, didn't that sword develop over time? It wasn't something you
Yeah.
had made.
It did develop over time thanks to Jen's powers, and now it has a kind of a mind of its own at times.
So it would go to reason that that's happened. I guess, to clarify, this would be that whoever had that sword, the Mew version of that sword, some similar process happened with them.
Perhaps, but this is all just theory stuff. This is all just based on a big hunch. And this is especially true considering the fact of the matter is Mew has been missing this whole time. We have not seen Mew at all. At least to our knowledge.
I've heard stories that creatures like Riley can transform into other creatures. And I think we saw that with our ogre friend.
Oni, yes.
So there's no
That
telling
are.
if we haven't actually seen them or not.
I don't think we've ever seen their true form. And I don't want to imagine what that looks like.
Well, it looks like Mew, I assume.
You don't know what an Odie is, do you?
Oh, I thought we were still talking about the Lady Mew. Sorry.
No, we were talking about the conversation moved to Tedar all of a sudden. But
Oh, I just brought him up because we saw him transformed at one point. It was, thinking about it, I've never seen that before, so that was a little weird.
Yeah, from the legends I've read about, Mew has the power to become any Pokemon at once.
Honestly, looking back, I'm not sure why I didn't react to that more. I've never heard of any Pokemon that could do that besides Mew. I guess I've heard stories.
There's
but
also
I guess
Ditto.
What?
Ditto. There's a
What's a
Pokemon
Ditto?
called Ditto.
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
You don't know what a Ditto is?
Never heard of it.
Nope.
It's like a little pink blob. That's all it can do is transform into whatever it looks upon. It can't really do things from memory, though.
So it's just the Zora, but better, is what you're telling me.
Its transformations are definitely real. They are not illusions. But it can only do this in front of a Pokemon that it sees. into that Pokemon.
I was gonna say, if you could just do that, people could get replaced. That'd be weird.
I wouldn't bet on it, since Ditto don't really have good memories. So when they try to transform into something from memory, it's a little easy to tell that it is a Ditto. Just by their face.
Ditto that you're familiar with, at least.
The
I've
ones
never
I'm
heard.
familiar with, yeah.
I've never heard of a Ditto before, but if they exist in this world, they're not necessarily. I mean, there's nothing saying they have to work the same. If you know what I mean, like. I mean, it sounds like Pokemon didn't do a lot of things we do in your world.
That's true. From what I recall, it's not just Pokemon either. They could turn into inanimate objects, items, even people on occasion. And
Weird me
by
out.
people, I mean humans. As long as they see it in front of them.
And that's just a creature. That's just a Pokemon that exists in your world, and you're just fine with that.
Humans are not Pokemon. We are completely different from Pokemon. From two different worlds, Jasper.
The heck do you mean by that?
Well, you know how there's like Pokemon of varying species and different types? There's only one species of human. Like, all over the world. We are the dominant species.
I don't like this where this conversation is going.
Yeah, okay. Let's move on. Back to Ditto.
I'm gonna give you a special pass because you're my friend.
Okay. Back to Dittos. I've only really read about them. There are some trainers that have them. They're not particularly common. Where they came from, though, it's a mystery. I don't know. I've just seen some theories flying around about where exactly they came from. They don't exactly have any weight to them.
I'm just imagining one of these creatures copying Riley and then launching beams.
That would be scary.
Yeah.
Because when a Ditto transforms into a certain Pokemon, they also get their moves and abilities.
Yeah, it's a good thing I don't sleep anymore. I have nightmares. But it's definitely suggesting that we definitely have Mew involved with the culprits. Is that what we're going with?
Yeah.
So what do we do about it? That was somebody we were tasked to find by your June friend.
Right. But I hate to go back to the whole Ditto thing again, but the theory that I was talking about is that Mew and Ditto might be related. It's just a theory, though.
How do you figure?
I don't know. This was a really old movie that I saw, a story. Not necessarily sure if it was true or not, but at one point, the humans wanted to create the ultimate super weapon. They called it Mewtwo. And it was a clone of Mew.
What about second
during
Mew, I guess?
creation, Ditto were created as failed clones of Mew.
Well, I don't think anything like that's happened in this world, so that might be why they're dating.
Yeah, that's probably why we haven't seen any Dittos around.
Wait, so you just made new Pokemon?
Humans are capable of creating new Pokemon, yes.
Have you made any others?
There was one called a Porygon,
Hmm.
which could enter into another reality.
I could do that.
Can enter into technology.
I don't even know what that is.
It's all high-tech stuff.
Okay.
It's all advanced stuff. It's pretty crazy.
I bet they could pilot a mecha.
Possibly. Anyways. But, from the movie that I watched, Mewtwo, this clone, was meant to be absolutely perfect. The perfect super weapon to rival any other Pokemon. But it could not be contained. So it broke out and started battling all these other Pokemon, creating clones of them. Perfect clones at that. But there was one thing that Mewtwo lacked above all else, is that he lacked a heart. And I don't mean like a literal heart, I mean metaphorically. Like empathy. That is what he lacked.
Huh.
Which,
I mean,
sure, it made him the ultimate killing machine, but he had no empathy. None. He couldn't feel that. So when his originator, Mew, showed up, they started battling each other for dominance. They were equally matched. Until one person decided to try to stop them from fighting. And paid the ultimate price for it. But then miracles happened and they survived.
well, there's a grand truth in every folktale.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty reasonable. Does it mean Rain is Mewtwo?
Eh.
Or Nier? Is Nier
Well,
Mewtwo?
Nier could very well be similar to Mewtwo in that sense.
Speaking of Nier,
Is
she
that-
stole the glasses.
Okay. Is that she was created to be the perfect light, the perfect form of magic, right? But the one thing she lacks is empathy.
I mean, that sounds right.
From what I remember from that movie, there was one quote that I remember at the very end of it, where Mewtwo learns a very valuable lesson. The origins of your birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that makes you who you are.
Hear that, Nier? You may be the ultimate life form, but it's what you do who makes you what makes you who you are.
And I am a person. Oh, wait. I'm not actually the person to talk. Just a moment. There we go.
And I am a person with cool glasses.
That you are. I also have glasses, you know. She puts on her shades.
Just a cool cat's table.
Poor God.
I've had these for a while. Yeah, my point being is... Nier, just because you're perfect doesn't mean you are good. You have to use that power responsibly now. Because if you use it irresponsibly, Rain will pay the price for it. And by extension, you.
I'm confused. How could I not be perfect?
Well... Remember what I told you? True perfection is impossible. Because once you hit the peak, the only way forward is down.
Nonsense.
I'd rather
'Cause if
like
you're
to look at
perfect,
it.
then there's nothing left to live for, is there?
Hmm. That's a pessimistic way to look at it, but very valid. What I look at is you can never be perfect because the more perfect you strive to be, the wider the gulf between you and perfection becomes.
Yes, well... See, the issue with that is that that's implying that you hadn't already reached the goal to begin with.
And you have?
Of course I have.
Then where else is there to go?
Right here, I suppose. I live for me.
I guess I never asked. Here, what do you want to do? I mean, besides take over Rain, I guess.
Like, what do you actually want?
Which turns out to be a good question. Nier does not know.
I mean, I obviously want to kick Lysanders, but I mean, we can all agree on that one.
Other than kicking Lysander, Nier does not know.
Amusing. You've actually asked something I don't think I have an answer for yet. Oh well,
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I
in time.
I'm willing to help look for one, a reason.
Well, this has been an enlightening conversation. Or finish breakfast. I am going to, go continue to do some training.
Before you head out,
Nope.
I'm gonna rewind you for a moment.
Nope.
Vision's like, so, has anyone seen Lucas recently? And then when she asks that question, you come to the realization that Riley is obviously back in service because you get an answer from him.
Oh.
Riley says, he is assisting me with guild stuff since I'm apparently not able to do guild stuff all by myself. He's handling missing person side things.
Ah, I see.
Is that what this is like? Gig psychic announcements?
From a powerful psychic type like Mew? Absolutely. It's to be expected.
Also, Jasper, I found someone for you if you would like to come to my office.
This is weird. I'm not used to people talking in my head.
Well, you're no longer a dark type anymore, so...
I don't know. Maybe I should go back to dark type.
I'm not sure that's possible now. Unfortunately. Not unless a miracle happens.
So, quick reminder. Dark types can be thought too, but they can't be read.
Anyways, let's go. Also, DM.
Yes?
About the whole reset button, there's a reason why June didn't want to,
Share it?
announce that. She did not want to announce the whole reset button thing to anyone.
Because she probably
She didn't
understands why she was never told about it in the first place.
Yeah, she didn't want to freak them out. They don't
Okay.
need to know.
Hey guys, did you know we were hovering on the brink of annihilation at any moment?
No, she doesn't want to say that. So, in character, no one but June knows that. And apparently,
Hey, if we ever catch Lysander off guard and like beat the crap out of him, are we supposed to how are we supposed to tell Joseph? Like he said he wanted to come in and do doctor stuff, right? Once we identify what the problem is. Like, do we do
Yeah.
hand signals? How do we summon an otherworldly deity? Oh, by the way, Nier, I guess. How much does Nier know about Joseph?
Nier is a part of Rain and probably has all of Rain's memories.
I'm gonna say she knows everything Rain knows.
Okay.
Oh, there's a Miss Magius over there. It's a ghost.
So you guys enter the place. And Riley knows what's going on, but he's gonna ask the question anyway. Where's Jasper?
She points over to the sunglasses on Vision's face.
Vision gives the cool pose with sunglasses.
He's the sunglasses, to be specific.
Interesting.
does this a lot. He does this a lot. He likes using illusions.
Yeah, but everyone gives me away. Oh, clap, clap, clatter, 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 roll, clatter.
He's very, very realistic illusions at that.
I do agree, the Miss Alchemist says.
Yeah. Okay. This little flash. Why am I so small?
Miss Magius can also create illusions to a degree.
There we go. I'm the right size now. Hello?
Odd. I thought that Riley said you were a ghost type.
Nah, you got
He
me.
is. But he's also using illusions. He likes to use illusions a lot because he's a Zora.
That's understandable.
I was gonna shake your hand and be like, whoops. But I guess that wouldn't work on you because you're a ghost. Well, actually, now that I think about it, maybe that was a half-baked idea. It's nice to meet you.
Ghosts?
Nice to meet you.
Ghosts can affect other ghosts.
I've
but
heard that
he's
you don't
also
know how to
another
ghost. Shall we go ghost?
I would love to. I've
Where
been
have I heard
practicing.
that? Where have I heard that catchphrase before? Going ghost.
But
But we could ghost your teammates unless they want to come by. They can watch.
Oh no, they're making puns. God dang it. Why must you make ghost puns? My weakness.
so my record so far is 3 walls at once.
Oh, really? How did you manage to do that?
I got launched very fast.
What launched you?
My sister.
Don't question it. This stuff happened. Anyways, let's go training.
That's a bit late.
I'm Jasper, and you're. Thank you, Riley.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think we're good to stop here for now.
Okay. Thank you all for coming and watching. We will see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.